My guests today are country music legends T.G. Sheppard and Kelly Lang, the dynamite duo that is putting the merry in Merry Christmas. T.G. Sheppard has been one of the most popular live performers in country music for the last 40 years with 21 number one hit songs. His live concerts are packed full of his chart topping tunes like Last Cheater's Waltz, I Loved Them Every One, Party Time, and Do You Want to Go to Heaven? And Kelly Lang, well, she is a singer, songwriter, and author and grew up in country music. And as a songwriter, Kelly has a stellar career with her songs being recorded by the artists such as Ricky Skaggs, Lori Morgan, even the Oak Ridge Boys, even Crystal Gale, the late George Jones, as well as Jerry Lee Lewis, and of course her husband, T.G. Sheppard, just to name a few. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome this superstar country music couple that brings the joy and the cheer this holiday season with their brand new Christmas album, Tender Tennessee Christmas. Let's welcome the one and only T.G. Sheppard and Kelly Lang to the show. Welcome,
Hi,
friends.
hi there. Welcome to you. Thank you for that wonderful
Wow,
introduction.
where do I send the check, man? What an intro. It's always good to see you because I'm telling you what, nobody does this better than you right
No,
now. I
it's
mean,
true.
really. And when we get a chance to do these things with you, we don't just hem haw around, we jump at it. So
Uh,
it's good to see.
Well, it's great to see both of you and Merry Christmas to both of you. So, how
you.
have both of you been doing this year? Has it been busy?
Oh, well, I just got out of the hospital recently with pneumonia and a stent and a lung biopsy because I was just down for the count, had to cancel a bunch of shows. But
Well, he's
I,
been going too hard, I think, is probably what caused all of this to hit all at once.
I
But
run
yeah.
wide open all the time. But no, other than that, life's been good. It was a busy year on the
Yeah.
road. And looks like 2026 is going to be even bigger. It's just crazy right now. There's such a surge for music of the 80s. And that was my era, 80s and 90s and 70s. And it's just such a recurrence of people wanting to come out to the shows and hear that kind of music again. So things are good. We've been busy and we're looking forward to a big year coming up.
That is so awesome. Well, are both of you ready for Santa Claus?
Always. I like to celebrate Christmas every month if I could.
Well, I'm still putting stuff in the layaway.
Yeah. Yeah, TG, I know exactly what you mean there, but I want to know something because I've been enjoying this brand new Christmas album that y'all have put out called Tender Tennessee Christmas. So tell me about this new album.
Well, we worked on it for almost
2
2 years, I would
years.
say, well, maybe even longer than that, because
Yeah.
we had recorded singles along the way. And one of our highlights was recording White Christmas with the Oak Ridge Boys before Joe Bonzel passed. So we did add those few songs and brought them forward to this project. But we went back and added enough songs to make it a full album. And it took us a long time because you're not in the mood in June and July to record Christmas albums. So we drug our feet a bit. It took a while, to get all that together. But I tell you that the video for Tender Tennessee Christmas was filmed on one of the hottest days in Nashville. We were sweating bullets, and it was at the Johnny Cash studio. It's an old cabin
On
on Cash property.
property.
And you would never know because there was snow.
Snow everywhere. Yeah.
It was fun to do.
In between the snow, we'd wipe off the sweat.
Yes,
But
yes.
the video is done and it'll start airing here before too long. But you know what? The beautiful thing about this new album is not only does it have a lot of standards on there that a lot of people will recognize that we've done our version of, but we've also got a few on there of songs that we have written, like Christmas in Mexico. Kelly has a song on there called My First Christmas Without You that will just, no one is going through these days right now without losing someone. And that song will rip your heart out. So I think people are going to love that album and that song, and hopefully along with all the other songs.
Well, one of my I've been listening to the album, and one of my favorite songs on the album is DJ Play a Christmas Song. And
I knew you'd like
and
that one.
Kelly, I have to tell you, so what I did was is after I listened to the song, I'm like, I love this. And then I found out that I went back, of course, Cher had recorded it.
Yeah.
She did.
But here's the thing. you do it better than Cher,
Oh, whoa, wow.
which is where, because you made this song your own, but yours, you can sing to your version easier because I found Cher's overproduced. So forgive me, Cher,
Wow.
but Kelly, I love your version and I think it's the
Thank
best
you.
one.
Well, thank you. That means so much to me because I was tempted to go down her path and keep it as techno as she had it. But then the more basic it became, the more I understood the words and the meaning behind it, and I just kind of made a hard choice to keep it a little bit more basic. So I'm really honored that you would say that. That's wonderful that you
It's
picked up
funny
on
you
that.
picked that song because that happens to be one of my favorites because the album, a lot of albums, they've got a lot of ballads and stuff in it, but that song and this particular album just raises the album because of the energy. And I'm so glad you like that
Well,
cut.
yeah, it has the energy. I didn't like the techno sound of Cher's because I thought it muddied it up
Got
because
it away.
when you sing it, Kelly, we can hear your beautiful voice, we can hear
Oh,
the instruments. It's clear. I mean, your version is so perfect for radio this holiday season that not just country, all the stations should be playing this song because this version is so fantastic.
Well, from your mouth to radio's ears.
yes, that's wonderful. It just, every year or so there's a song that stands out. One year it was Shania Twain and Michael Bublé's White Christmas that stood out
Right.
to me, and I found myself singing it around the house a lot that season. And this was that for me a couple of years ago. I would see her on TV, and I'm like, that's a fun song. If I ever recorded a Christmas, here we are. So thank you.
I
That's a
was
very nice
really
compliment.
pleased with the way it turned out.
Thank you.
Oh, it's great, but you have a wonderful mixture of old Christmas favorites to a more modern Christmas songs on this album. How did you determine which Christmas songs to put on this record?
Well, I think all Kelly and I both have had our favorites for years that we love to sing along to at Christmas time. With me, um, I picked the songs that made me feel good, that really took me somewhere. Not just the song. I wanted them to take me somewhere. Like for instance, the song "Mary Did You Know." I've always loved that song. I love the meaning behind the song. It's a song you can actually sing all year long. But it's always been one of my favorite, I think, holiday songs. And so for me, it's just picking the songs that hit me where I live, right in the heart.
I loved his version of "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas." It just sounded so Dean Martin like, yeah, I know Bing Crosby or whatever. But it just took me back to that era when music was just very, I don't know, sophisticated, and I really love his version of that.
I'm
It was
sophisticated.
pure back
The
then.
song is sophisticated.
Well,
Do
yeah,
what?
because the Christmas songs back in the day, you had like you said, you of course, um, Dean Martin, Bing Crosby, Andy Williams, which I'm kind of dressed like Andy Williams at the moment for a reason
You
Hey,
look
because it's
great,
Christmas.
Doc.
But there was Johnny Mathis. You had all
Yes,
even Perry Como. You had people
yeah.
who brought the purity to a lot of these old classic Christmas songs that we still sing today,
Oh, yeah.
and
yeah.
you brought that to this record.
Thank you. I
Well,
think he did a great
I'm
job.
so glad that you liked what you heard, and because you're the first person to give us any feedback right now,
Well,
and
when I heard you sing "Mary Did You Know," and Mark Lowry, who used to sing with the Gaither Vocal Band, wrote that song,
Oh
yes,
yeah, we're
and
friends.
oh yeah, Mark's great, and he's a family friend on this side of the things too. So, but it has become one of the greatest Christmas songs
yes,
ever. And I mean, there are Christmas songs, and then there's the song, and I think
right.
"Mary Did You Know" is at the top of that list.
I think I'm going to step further. I think that is the greatest song ever written, ever.
Well,
Like,
the message
it,
is so strong; it just says it all.
yeah, but then some. The idea that he could create um, a version from her perspective, like how, who does that? Mark is a genius.
He
I
is
mean, he
he
really
is a
is.
genius writer and a funny man, and I
Yeah.
was honored to be able to put that song on this album. And it's a song that everyone knows when they see, oh, Mary, did you know you did that? So I'm glad that you thought I did okay on it.
Well, yeah, because there's so many, there's so many versions, and of course, it's a song. It's a song that is so big that for some it can be bigger than the artist.
True,
I agree.
true,
Yeah.
true.
And that's rare. That's rare. And then for some people, they're like, maybe too big for you to sing, but TG, you pulled this off great.
Oh man,
I
thank
agree.
you,
Thank
thank you,
you.
my friend. That means a lot to me coming from you. It
Well,
really
keep those
does.
checks coming.
You got it.
Well, I have to say, there was a song on this record that kind of surprises me, but I'm glad you did it because you sing "Baby It's Cold Outside," and I really love the fact that you have it on this album because didn't the woke crowd cancel this song a couple of years
Yeah,
ago?
there was a lot of stuff on that in the last 2 or 3 years, but we never pay any attention to that kind of stuff. That's usually just a few people's opinion about a song or something.
We are clearly not woke.
Yeah. So
I know that's right.
we we've just always loved that song, and I love the tempo of "Baby It's Cold
Well,
Outside."
from a writer's perspective, it is brilliantly written. The fact that they could have a cold conversation going
Yep.
back and forth when you go to try to record this,
Wow.
it's a living nightmare. Like you would not believe the word pneumonia is in that song.
Yeah.
Who knew? So it was just so funny when we were singing it. I had to do my part first. He had to do his later, and we were like, we had no idea these words were in there. It's tropical storm is in that song. I never knew that. So to be able to record it and really break it down, I have
Well,
great respect for the writers of
on
that.
that particular song, though, it's all in timing
Yeah.
because when you're doing a duet with it, the timing on who starts and when they start and who starts is really crucial. Or you can get on top of each other singing your lyrics. So it really took a lot of concentration and hard work to do that song
So what he's trying to say is we will never perform this live.
live.
Well, that's
Very
wasn't,
difficult.
but wasn't that song because the way that it is written, that it's written to be a duet?
Oh, I would think
Yeah,
so.
I
I don't
would
know,
think so.
but
I would
it's
think
such
so.
an old song. I think it was written in the 30s, actually, before people were woke.
And speaking of singing live,
Yeah,
and speaking of
decades
singing
before.
live,
Yeah.
and speaking of singing live, we're probably going to do just a minimum few Christmas shows this year. But the basic impact for this album and for Christmas for us will be our Christmas tour of 2026.
Yeah, we've already
Tender
got
Tennessee
bookings,
Christmas.
actually.
We already have bookings coming in for 2026. So, but no, I love doing that song. There were a lot of Kayla and I love to do songs sometimes that aren't necessarily duet songs and make them duet songs. But you're right. This song lends itself to a duet.
It
It
does.
just
It does. You brought up White Christmas, which is one of the most famous of all Christmas songs. Um, but on this album, tell me about the arrangement that you created for it because it's very classic and very
Mhm.
classy.
Well, it has been recorded in so many different genres, and like I referred to a moment ago, I really love the Michael Bublé Shania Twain
yeah,
version. But we even went back a couple of generations and took it from, I don't even remember who actually,
might have been Sinatra. I don't know.
could have been, but there was oh my goodness, I wish I could think of it right off. But there was an even older that we blended the two together. And when the Oaks came in, of course, they just changed the whole dynamic of everything. And it was exciting being in the studio with them. And, when one of them walks in, the air changes. But when all four
Oh
of them comes
man,
in, it's a tornado.
it's
It's
power.
like, it's unbelievable. So that was, it had a different sound to it when they opened their voices. And we just didn't know where it was going to go.
And of
But
course,
we're thrilled with it.
we were so fortunate to have Joe Bonswell with us at that time before we
Yeah.
passed, who came in the studio and we shot a video in the studio of White Christmas.
And he was
And
suffering even then.
yeah, he was suffering then.
He was having a
but,
hard time.
you couldn't tell it, but White Christmas is one of those songs that you're not American if you don't sing White Christmas on an album. If you're doing a Christmas album,
Yeah.
it's just always been one of my favorites since I was a kid, and to have the Oaks on this one was very special.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking, I talked to Dwayne Allen, and this is his 60th year with the Oaks. And they, like you said, when they enter a room,
Oh,
there's a whole new
The
air in
wind
the
blows
room.
back.
you can feel it. You can feel that vibe. I mean, you can actually have your back to the door and know when they enter
Yeah,
the room.
it's true.
It's
Oh,
power.
they were just given a really wonderful award here in our town of Hendersonville. There's an old bridge that everybody has to cross over to get into our town, and they've named that Oak Ridge Boys Way now.
Yeah,
So I'm really, really proud of them for
very
that.
cool.
Oh, I saw the post on that. And,
Yeah.
they deserve the honor. And who knows, one of these days there's going to be a TG and Kelly way.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It'll probably be an alley.
Yeah, a dark alley.
Well, for each of you, regardless if it's on the album or not, what is your all-time favorite Christmas song?
Wow. What do you think?
And then let me make it harder, and then name the artist who sings it.
Well, being that we're from Tennessee, I have always found Tender Tennessee Christmas to be one of my all-time favorites, and I had never recorded it before, and I just respected, the writing of Amy Grant and Gary Chapman for this song so much, because it really puts you into the feeling of being in Tennessee, and it makes me warm and fuzzy, when I think about, I could go anywhere for Christmas, but I'd really prefer to be in Tennessee, and that song really implements that feeling.
I think for me, it's not necessarily a standard. It's not from an egotistical standpoint, but I love the song that Kelly and I wrote called "Christmas in Mexico"
Yeah,
because
for the opposite reason.
for the opposite. But it just the song takes you somewhere in a season when it's cold and snowy. Here you are in the Caribbean. I think if Kenny Chesney had heard this song, he would have cut it first. But we wrote this song real quick years ago, and the song takes me somewhere. I like the melodic of the song, the melody, and the steel drums and all this stuff in it. So that's one that really makes me smile when I hear it, every time it comes around. Um,
Well, it has that
that one,
island sound, doesn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
it does. So I think that would be my favorite, along with "Mary Did You Know."
Well, and I also was just thinking, I really like the song "Hard Candy Christmas."
Ooh, I like your version of it.
Well, thank you. We did add
Oh,
that
you're
on this
welcome.
album. I just always loved Dolly's version. I always thought it was such a lot of people aren't happy at Christmas. A lot of
No,
people, they struggle, and it's a sweet way of winding all of that up, but yet honoring the holiday.
yeah.
So
Hmm.
that's one of my
No,
favorites.
and I like that version, Hard Candy Christmas. And like you brought up, Dolly did cut that song, but again, both of you, you make every song on this album your own.
Oh, thank you.
You're very kind. You're
Did you
very
know that
kind.
Dolly did not write that song?
You mean
I
she
always
actually
thought,
sang a song she did not write?
That's
yes.
really unusual.
It was shocking when I found that out, because for all these years I thought she had written it, but no, she did not.
Wow, that's
Hmm.
crazy. Here's the thing that I love in the area of entertainment. If it's music, if it's movies, when it comes to Christmas, if you like both of you, and especially you, Kelly, being a songwriter, if you write a hit Christmas song, it's literally been written in stone for the rest of history.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you're lucky enough. I mean, if you were lucky enough to get, it's like what you say about a waltz. If you can nail a waltz, it's forevermore as well. But yeah, to write a hit Christmas song
Or
is really a
or
big
if
deal.
or if you write the new Tennessee State song, which Kelly did this past year.
That's right.
And
You wrote
so
the new Tennessee State
I
song.
know we're breaking away from Christmas tradition
That's
here, but
okay.
as a writer, when you write a song, whether it's a Christmas song, but especially if it's a new state song, that lives in history books forever. And so I was very proud of her when the governor gave her the proclamation proclaiming it the new Tennessee State song.
A lot of people have given me flack for that. They're like,
Oh
we
yeah.
don't need a new state song. Yeah, nah, nah, nah. And I'm
What's
like,
wrong with Rocky Top and Tennessee Walls?
but
Nothing.
it's not replacing. It's just in
Adding.
addition to, So even my kids were impressed. That if
That's
anybody,
something.
yeah,
I'm
if anybody,
impressed, Kelly.
well,
Forget
thank
about the
you.
other ones. If somebody, asked me what the Texas state song was, I wouldn't have a clue.
I wouldn't either.
Is it something about a San Antonio rose or I don't
I
know.
have no
Oh,
idea.
oh, it could. I don't know. Maybe it's the Yellow Rose of Texas. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking maybe. No, I just I can't believe it happened, honestly. And I'm really grateful it happened before my mom passed because I wrote the song for her and she got to see me perform it at the Grand Ole Opry and she went to the governor's office with me for that day. So that was really, really sweet.
Maybe
I
on the
love that.
second printing of the Christmas album, we'll put it on there.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Well, for both of you, what is your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh
Oh
gosh,
my. Oh, hang on.
probably the same one I'm going to say.
I can't think of the name of it though. It's the
Okay.
Cameron Diaz movie.
Oh,
With
The
Jude Law.
Holiday?
The Holiday. Yes.
okay.
I love that movie.
I go back a ways. Mine is "It's a Wonderful Life" with Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah. Did you know that
That
it? Yeah, but did you know in It's a Wonderful Life that the police officer was actor Ward Bond?
I know. Yes, I know everything
I
about.
did not know that. That's
I know
super
everything.
cool.
Let me tell you why I love that movie. Because it shows in a movie what would happen if one person was taken out of life, how the domino effect of how it would change the course of history of other people's lives if one person had never been born. And so it really and truly is such an incredible lesson about life and how important each life is and what each life can mean to so many people. But that happens to be my all-time favorite, and I never. Well, I take it back now. A Christmas Story is pretty cool too. Now you're gonna put your eye out with that thing, kid. I mean, that one was pretty good too. But
Well, I love
wonderful.
the original Miracle on 34th Street
Oh yeah, yeah.
because
With
it
I've never
just,
seen that.
that was with Judy Garland, wasn't it?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
no,
Who
Natalie
played
Wood.
Natalie Wood.
Natalie
Yeah.
Wood?
Yeah.
Natalie
Yeah.
Wood.
And I love it because of the fact that it just makes you believe in miracles.
Absolutely.
Oh, I
Absolutely.
do.
Yeah.
I do believe in them.
Yeah.
I know. I know you do. I know both of you do. And wow. And ladies and gentlemen, their brand new Christmas album, Tender Tennessee Christmas. This is a must have for every holiday season. And I know both of you, like you said at the top of the interview, TG, both of you have a very busy 2026 planned ahead.
Well, we do, and we just hope that people who like what we do will come out and see us in concert. And I also want to invite people to, social media. Social media is just so huge right now. We have a great team of people working for us that gets videos out every day on us on social media. And I invite people to go and check out all of the social media platforms. Join us on YouTube and Instagram, Facebook, all those places that you can go. Because there's a lot of fun videos, a lot of vintage videos that we're starting to put up of me back in the 70s and 80s with the permed hair. So, uh, yeah, it's a very fun time right now, and we're looking forward to it. And I hope people will join us not only in concert but on our social media pages.
The thing I
Well,
like about having a Christmas album is it's evergreen.
Yeah.
And if you're like me, I like having different versions, different artist versions of classic songs, or maybe something I haven't heard before for Christmas. It's nice to add to your collection. So I encourage people to go to our websites to find that.
yeah.
And that
And
website.
I was going to
Okay.
ask where they can buy the album.
Either tgsheppard.com or kellylang.net, or it will be wherever you stream your music as well.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, T.G. Sheppard and Kelly Lang's newest Christmas album, Tender Tennessee Christmas, is available right now at either kellylang.net or tgsheppard.com. Yes, you can listen to it on streaming, but this is what you have to do with Christmas albums. You buy the album so it's always with you to put in the
Right.
player anytime during the holiday season. So again, Either go to kellylang.net or tgsheppard.com, pick up the brand new album, Tender Tennessee Christmas, and take it from me. Every song is great, it's beautiful, it's classy, and it's a hit. So take it from me. Guys, it is so great to have you back on the show.
It's always our pleasure to be with you. Like I said, nobody, and I mean nobody, is doing it better than you right now.
Well, I'll take that bow, and I appreciate the praise. And ladies and gentlemen, stick around. We have more on this amazing day, this amazing holiday.
Merry Christmas, Doc.
Merry Christmas, my friends.
Hey, Merry Christmas to you, TG and Kelly, and we'll see you next time. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back with more.